The anime Free might be one of the worst sports anime of all time. I won't claim to have watched every sports anime, but I'll tell you one thing. Every sports anime I've ever seen at least tells you the rules and goals of what you want to accomplish in the sport. Free is unique in that it focuses on only the players that the main character is going against. It shows how motivated and all their goals, and of course they just want to be the best. That's it. Which kind of makes sense because that's pretty much what a racing racing sport would be all about. At least in other sports like baseball, you might try to win as a team or work together in such a way that it amazes other people how good you are. Like some artistic sport. Kind of like ice skating or something. But with swimming, it's unique in that there's only so many ways you can approach it. You can either approach it as each individual swimmer going against other individual swimmers, a team of swimmers going against other team of swimmers, and the one that most people would say is the most accurate to real swimming is trying to beat yourself, improving your own time week by week, practice by practice, year by year, over many years usually. Free likes to imagine that there's hard workers and those gifted to bypass at least some of that hard work. And while that might be true in some sports, because raw talent can make one understand every aspect of a sport better than somebody else, swimming is a type of thing that you learn over many years, partly because you need to perfect certain very basic ideas: breathing, stroke repetition, turn timing, and even being the most powerful swimmer means absolutely nothing, since most of what you do when you swim is go with a certain rhythm. Now, I'm not going to claim that the creators over at Kyoto Animation don't know what swimming is. Clearly, they want to focus on the team aspect, the camaraderie of hang out with your friends and all of you getting better all at the same time, and how as children you work together, and now as adults or older teenagers you've achieved or almost about to achieve your dream. However, similar to if you were watching a volleyball anime or a basketball anime, you would be wondering, what are the rules, or what's the points? What is actually happening in the sport? In all these other sport anime, you're watching these teams score 1 point more. You might not always see the actual techniques, and to some extent, shows like Prince of Tennis and Haikyuu, with their exaggerated techniques, kind of show off the very more real techniques in a better way than a more realistic anime. Free doesn't show technique whatsoever. You just hear people yell, "He's so fast! He broke his limits! He's so powerful," and stuff. But in reality, you would be able to track these people based on their times. Like even I've done some swimming, and I know that if they were within 5 seconds of my time, I'd be a little skeptical if they were trying to be in contention for national competitions. I'd be wondering, wait a second, I never got close to nationals, yet they're going to nationals? And while you could say, well, they are in Japan, it still makes you wonder, it's like, well, at what point do they think they're going to hit a wall? You know, they have to be thinking, hey, I watched the Olympics a few years ago. My times are way further away than all these other guys. I better get my times up to where those guys are, because I'm going to end up going against them someday. But none of them think this. None of them are actually thinking about the future. They're just thinking, I'm going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and be the best in the future. But we don't really know how they do it, other than apparently overworking themselves or long training montages that just consist of swimming. Funnily enough, when it comes to practicing for swimming, you could practice running, you could have a special food regiment, you could even take up gymnastics or dancing. There's so many possibilities, but they don't delve into any type of specific reasons or techniques. And while you can, yes, enjoy the good times that all these guys are having with each other, and very rarely the girls are having, most of the time you're thinking, why couldn't I just be watching any other sports anime and get this plus a good sport to watch? And it's very sad because, there's a few running anime I've noticed that at least make you think, wow, it feels like they're going so fast and stuff. And with Free, they pretty much portray swimming the same way, as if you're swimming right in the middle of water, when in reality you're swimming on top of water. And in fact, you're a better swimmer when you're swimming more out of water, as weird as that is to think. It's almost hilarious that these guys should be a lot more similar to water striders than fish, because if they were water striders, they wouldn't even have to go through the water. They'd just be skating on top of the water. That's how fast you really want to be in an actual swimming competition.